Cause we in the trenches.
Hello everybody, welcome to Mondays with McGriff, January 5th, 2026, Season 3, Episode 9. We are doing double duty. It is live on Facebook. We're also going to record it and put it on YouTube for everybody to see. Want a little live action and a little YouTube action. We thank everybody for subscribing to YouTube. The YouTube channel has jumped because of the video that got posted of the Villages Championship. We'll get to that in a minute. So welcome to Season 3, Episode 9, Mondays with McGriff, January 5th. Happy New Year, everybody. We're in 2026. What a blessing that we made it through 2025. Ready for a brand new year in 2026, okay? Happy New Year. Big soapbox, the Battle of the Villages, tournament champions, okay? Not enough words to describe it, so we'll, in our weekend review, we will, but just congratulations to the guys and their families on winning the Battle of the Villages tournament championships. Team was outstanding. We played three really good teams. De La Salle was missing their point guard, but still a good win. St. Mary's from Arizona, a good win, and the Villages to win the title. So congratulations to the guys, congratulations to their families, and what a great win. So that's my first soapbox thing. And my second soapbox issue, and our 3 keys to a successful week, right? Teachers came back today, went back to work today. It was early. It had to be there at 7 o'clock early, right? And students come back on Wednesday. So success for this week, what does it look like, okay? First of all, it's a return to routine. It's a return to normal for the parents, for the coaches, for the players, okay? We had a regular practice today. We was thumping. You know, somebody said, you're 14-1, how can you get better? We had a film session today with a lot of mistakes that we're trying to get better at. We had a practice today that was pretty intense. We call it, I won't tell you what we call Mondays, but it bumps, and it was a tough Monday. Okay, we had a weightlifting session today, return to the grinding style. So we're in the trenches. Okay, let's not forget that we're in the trenches. What's the trenches mean? Tough practices. Okay, trying to improve. We're thinking about the process. Okay, so our first key to success this week, a return to normal, just a return, right? We don't have any magic. Okay, so what's the secret? There's no secret, okay? We're teachers, myself, Coach Austin, Coach Tucker, Coach D, Coach Tripp, even though a couple of them aren't school teachers. Coach Austin, Coach, we're still teachers. What are we teaching? Basketball. We're teaching life skills through basketball. There's no magic. What did we work on today, okay? The second R, repetition. First one, return to normal, right? Second one, repetition. Okay, there's no magic, okay? What do we work on? The things that we do in practice, that we do in a game every day to win. What does it take to win in the game? The things that you're seeing in the game, we're doing them in practice. We worked on our half-court defense. Okay, we had some issues with St. Mary's and with the Villages, okay? We had a rebounding issue with St. Mary's, with the Villages, with De La Salle. We tried to get better defensively, okay? We tried to get better on the boards, okay? We're having some issues offensively. We're going to be working on those a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow. Playing off of 2 feet, using fakes, finishing inside. And a few turnovers we're having, okay? We had some drills today that we've been doing all year that we're trying to build positive habits, because your habits set the floor. Coaches that are watching, parents that are watching, what? And I know I got one parent says, well, y'all take a long time in practice. Yes, because we're trying to build positive habits that set the floor for the minimum of what we want to be in a game. And it's working. Okay, so we want our guys to play faster. We're working on that in practice. So first R, 3 keys to a successful week, to return to normal. Second, repetition. We're not trying to find a new way. We did do some things different today in practice, but here's what we need to do. Let's do that better. And more repetition and more repetition. Third key for a successful week, rivalry. Right? Really the next 2 weeks, but this is the Lakeland week of the rivalry. When I say Lakeland, the city of Lakeland, we got Lakeland on Wednesday, Kathleen on Friday. We want our guys to understand the rivalries. We played Santa Fe already. We played Jenkins already. We played Sebring already. But those are not our traditional rivals. Our traditional rivals, Lake Wells, number 1. Lake Wells, Haines City, number 1 for Bartow. Mulberry, Okay, but then in basketball, the last 40, 50 years, Kathleen and Lakeland. Why? Those schools have been around a long time. We played Kathleen since the school opened. We played Lakeland for probably 100 years, okay? So, rivals. We're going to make sure our kids understand the rivalry, why it's important. I'm from Polk County. Most of our kids, I think all our kids on our team from one are from Polk County, okay? Why it's important in basketball. Okay, and like I say, these rivalries have been going on 50, 60, 70. In the case of Lakeland, it's been going on 100 years, Bartow and Lakeland, right, in basketball. So we're going to return to normal, repetition in practice, repetition in the weight room, repetition with our preparation. We got to get off that high. Okay, the Battle of the Villages is history. Okay, yesterday is history. It's today. Okay, and then repetition in practice, and then rivalries. It's rivalry week. The City of Lakeland rivalry week. We'll have Auburndale and Winter Haven rivalry week next week, but rivalry week. And we value the Polk County rivalries, public school rivalries, old school rivalries, right? So return, repetition, rivalry. 3 keys for success and our kids understanding how to get better, right? Okay, let's go on to our weekend review. Last week, 3-0. Battle of the Villages champions. 14-1 on the season. That's kind of sounds unusual. In 24 years, we've been 14-1 only one other time. So that's hard to do. We've had some great teams. Okay, so 3-0 for the week, 14-1 for the season. Battle of the Villages champions. Okay. Monday, December 29th. Let's review it. We beat De La Salle from Chicago, 92-67 at the Battle of the Villages in the first round, okay? Remember, we had played De La Salle before in the City of Palms in Fort Myers, so we are 1-1. They beat us that time. So we're in 1-1 all-time versus De La Salle, okay? We played them in 2009. That's Jay Frog, and that's Wheelan, that's Reggie Polite, that's Vince Reed, that's Rob Robinson and Tevin Grant, all those guys, right? Okay, reasons we beat De La Salle, real simple. We shot the blood out of it. Okay, we shot 60% from the field. Them, 42%. Defense was solid. Okay, we made 13 threes, 13 for 20. Okay, you can't beat that. Okay, they were 7 for 19, not bad, but we were hot, 13 for 20. Okay, points per possession. Okay, 1.41, that was good. We had 30 assists. They had 11, 30. 30, that's a big number, okay, and 20 deflections. The defense was solid, okay. Opportunities for growth from the De La Salle game, okay. We gave up way too many offensive rebounds. I'm concerned about it, so concerned about it. We had a film session the day on it to start practice. We went out there. What do you think we did in practice? Hit, get, dunk, grind, dug it out. We're going to block out. We're going to defensive rebound. Why? Starts to fast break. We're a fast breaking team. You can't fast break if you can't rebound. So opportunities for growth in that game. Okay. Standout players for that first round game. Jay Crosley was sensational. 30 points. Sensational. 30 points. 10 for 15 from the field. 8 for 12 from the three-point line. After the fourth one, I said, are they going to get out on him? I said, nope, he hit another one. Nope, he hit another one. Okay, well, don't guard him. 8 for 12 from the three-point line. Did have 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He was sensational. Derwin Link had a great second half. 24 points, 12 for 19 from the field, 11 rebounds. He had a double-double. 11 rebounds. He had a double-double. Okay, you're saying this thing going to go to sleep soon. I don't know if you want to plug it up. Okay, next one. James Rattle. We doing everything. We even getting a computer plug. We can do everything. We can do all things through Christ will strengthen us, right? That's in Philippians, 4th chapter, right? James Rattery had 12 assists and only 3 turnovers. Guys, 12 assists. Good job, James. And Cyrus had 6 assists and 2 turnovers. So standout players were terrific. Okay, first round win. We told you it's kind of weird sometimes that first round game, but we were ready and we beat De La Salle 92-67 in the first round of the Battle of the Villages. Okay, on Tuesday, December 30th, last Tuesday, December 30th, we beat St. Mary's from Phoenix. The score was 64-61. 64-61. It was the semifinals of the tournament. Guys, I want to remind you, St. Mary's was ranked 3rd in all of Arizona, 3rd in the entire state, all classes, okay? They're the defending state champs in 4A. They got 6 classes out in Arizona, okay? And they had a kid by the name of Cam Williams, 2026 commit to the Duke Blue Devils. Okay, then they added another point guard from another school. Okay, so people were excited about the Villages win. This win was just as good. Maybe a little bit. I mean, these people were good, right? Great win. Great win for the Yellow Jackets, okay? Why did we beat St. Mary's? We turned the pressure up in the second and third quarters. Our press and defense, I think we outscored them 19-6 in the second quarter. 19-6? Against a team that the defending state champs. They got a skid going to Duke. They got another 6'9", number 15 was 6'9". They had number 11 and number 2 that are Division 1 to low Division 1 to Division 2 guards. And you held them 19-6. We were down by, I think it was 21-16 in the first quarter, and we turned it, and we're up by 6 or 7 at half, 19-6 against a team like that, one of Arizona's top 4 or 5 teams. Really good. We got to sustain it more. We're working on it. We worked on it in practice today. We got to sustain it. Okay. Another reason why we beat them, reason we won, offensively, low turnovers, only 10. A couple of them were right before, they were bad turnovers, right? But not bad. 10 for the game. And then we were 10 for 11 from the free throw line. James closed it out with 6 late. Okay. Our 2-point defense was terrific. Get this now. These people got Cam Williams, that guy 6'11", going to Duke. They got another, number 15, 6'9", 16. Look at, they shot 9 for 36 from 2. 9 for 36 now, that's 25%. From 2-point range. Now that's pretty good defense. So our 2-point defense was terrific. Our 3-point defense was not. They hit 10 out of 20. We made some IQ stuff we're going to talk about here. Opportunities for growth. Here we go. Offensive rebounding. We got a problem. We were hitting early in the year. When we played Olympia and we played Stranahan, we were hitting. We've been working to try to get some other stuff better, and we stopped hitting. Guess what we did in practice today? We hit, because we got a rebound. We got a problem. We ain't going to have that problem in Bartow. We're going to rebound the ball. Okay, had a film session there about it. That's a problem. Coaches that are watching, you work on everything. You got to work on everything all year. Sometimes you take your foot off the gas with some stuff, and you're working on other stuff, trying to get the team better in other areas, right? You don't go back to it and say, we worked on that 3 weeks ago, and you should have it. Nope. We worked on it. We showed it on tape. We said, okay, you want to keep winning? They said they won't do. You want to get better? Yes. Okay, we got to go work on it. And so we did. We're going to work on it tomorrow. We're going to work on it Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to keep working on it. We may work on it every day. We got a defensive rebound. Why? Why, fans? Somebody put in the chat, fast break. We want fast break, right? Our point guard play, other opportunities for growth. James and Kobe, they weren't great that game. We won it. You're talking about McGriff, you won a game. You beat one of Arizona's top 3 or 4 teams. And they weren't great. They were not great. I told them during the game, y'all poo-pooing in y'all pants. Y'all were not great. We had some people that were great, but they were not. But they were good enough to win, right? Okay, last thing I want to point out. Our late game IQ has to be better. We left the shooters wide open. And it's like we yelling it and our guys, they didn't pick it up. Okay, some of it is inexperience in these situations, in these kind of games. Our guys had never been in these kind of games. So, we'll get better at it. And we're pointing out, parents, we're pointing out to you. We're pointing out to each other. We know some of the guys watch the show. IQ, to win a championship like the Villages or like a district championship, you got to have a good IQ. So we got to be better with that and contain the dribble a little bit better. But we had some standout players in the game. Okay, we talked about all the opportunities for growth. First of all, I want to shout out Dylan Brinson. Somebody says, why are you shouting him out? I think he had 2 points in that game. He's guarding Cam Williams. Cam Williams is 6'11", going to Duke. Okay. Dylan was sensational. Okay. I think he only scored 4 points on Dylan. Some of these other guys aren't as good as Dylan. The kid wound up scoring 19. He got 6 free throws. Some of them were star call. A couple of them free throws were like, he's the star free throws. They were trying to bail him out to keep him in the game. They weren't fouls. So it was okay. You won't complain about officials, right? He was 5 for 15. I think it was 5 for 14 from the field. That Cam Williams. That's all Dylan. So Dylan was sensational. Great IQ, great defensive IQ. Hey, Dylan. Hey, Mom. We got to get him better offensively. We can't have no one-sided players in Bartow, but he deserves the special mention. He was terrific. Matt Williams. 4 for 5 from the field, 8 points. Okay, Matt was great in the game. Matt, Mom, Dad, grandparents. Matt doesn't rebound the ball. Talk to him about if he wants to play more. I want Matt to play more because Matt's great offensively. He won't rebound the ball. Matt, rebound the ball. Okay. Jay was also sensational. Not very efficient. Very efficient the first game. 17 points, 6 of 15 from the field. Not efficient. 5 for 12 from 3 was good. Got to make more twos. Did get 6 rebounds. Did get 3 steals. Still not getting a charge, Jay. We worked on it in practice. He actually got a charge in practice today. He's going to get a charge in practice every day because he's going to get one in the game. But 17 points. Derwin, 13 points, 11 rebounds. Not enough defensive rebounds. I think of the 11 rebounds, 7 were offensive. Got to have more defensive rebounds. Why? Fast break starter. Okay, another double-double for Derwin, 2 in a row. It was a great win for the Yellow Jackets against St. Mary's. They're a championship team. They've already won one last year. They added a player, number 11, the one who hit the threes, had 17 points, okay? And we still beat them, okay, with a Duke commit. That's a great win. And really, we had the lead from the second and third quarter. We can close the game. It's a double-digit win. Hey, we got room to improve. Great win. 64-61 over St. Mary's in the semifinals of the Battle of the Villages. Championship game, Wednesday, December 31st. If you guys have not checked out the YouTube video that Blue Summers put together, go check it out. It's off the chain. You know if I say it's off the chain, it's off the chain, right? December 31st in the championship game. We told our guys on the video, on Barnes' video, you saw it, and I'll tell you guys live. We are not numbers people. What do I mean by that in Bartow? I do not count how many wins I get. McGriff, we got some coaches that do 20-win seasons. I don't give a crap about 20-win seasons. I tell the guys, we don't care about rankings. Like these rankings come out. I don't care about the players' rankings. I don't care about the team's rankings. I don't care about either one. What do you care about, coach? Championships. So I told the guys, we got a championship on the line. Okay, we're playing the Villages at the Villages in their tournament. You want to be good? You want to show me you're good? I don't care what these other people say. You want to say you're good to Coach McGriff, win a championship. They did. 72-70 championship in a classic. Like nine lead changes, 11 ties or something like that. It was a classic because they didn't want to lose at home. And we say we want to prove we can win a championship. Because if you win a championship once, you can do it again. Okay, next one we're concerned about is the district. We'll worry about that later, but we want to be champions. The guys proved it. First time we played the Villages in the regular season. I want to thank Coach McDowell. Man, the hospitality, if you guys have never been to the Battle of the Villages, awesome. The way they treat the teams. Their fans show up to the games. It was packed for the semifinals. It wasn't packed for the finals because of New Year's Eve, but it was still a great crowd. It was a great crowd. And the Villages was playing great competition. They were in the City of Palms the week before. Awesome event. And we squeezed it. We squeezed it out, 72-70. Okay. Why did we beat the Villages? One of the state's best teams. Played in the 3A state championship game last year. 11 for 20 shooting from the three-point line. So that was 13 for 21 game. 11 for 20. That's 55% from 3. Okay. Sensational. Ball movement, terrific. Okay, none of them were forced shots. I think Jay took one from deep, but he can make those, right? We still got our paint touches. Remember the one loss, we jacked all the threes, but we didn't have a lot of paint points. It wasn't like that. There was beautiful offense. We got great looks. We were wide open looks, okay? Second reason we beat the Villages, shot balance. Cyrus, 10 shots. Jay, 10 shots. James, 13 shots. Matt, 6 shots. A pretty big one at the end. Derwin, 6 shots. Okay, so we got that kind of balance. Okay, you can't focus on Jay Crosley. Cyrus will beat you. You can't focus on the shooters. James and Derwin will beat you. Okay, Matt coming to the party. Kenny and Kobe were great too. Who am I missing? Z and his name. And Dylan was great. Dylan was 2 for 2. Okay, so shot. Okay, and then the third reason why you can't measure it. There's no statistic to measure it. Grit, toughness, togetherness, cohesiveness. It's hard to explain, but you can see you're actually seeing it with this team. Okay, opportunities for growth. I bet you guys can guess it. Rebounding. We're gonna work on it every day the rest of the year. Every day. You come to McGriff every day? Every day. Okay, huge problem. We believe these guys. We believe we can solve it. Because the guys have showed that every problem we put in front of them, they have solved. We've had some teams that we said, and that team don't do it. I believe this team can do it. Why? Because they proved they can do it. We proved we can rebound early in the year. We just had a little hiccup. So sometimes that happens, and you bring it to the kids' attention, and they fix it. I believe this team can fix it. Our transition defense was not great. Villages runs, they're athletic. Woo, they were running down our throat. Okay, we don't want nobody running the ball down our throat. We worked on it. And not enough pace on offense. We got to play with more pace on offense. We got a ball. We should have put up 85. You said, McGriff, you're greedy. I ain't greedy. I'm just trying to get the team better. We should have put up 85. Okay, standout players. The first one, Matt Williams. Okay, fans, that was not a lucky shot. Matt Williams is the best fifth mid-range shooter we got. Coach, you got Jay Crossley. You got Cyrus. Cyrus is getting better from the. You got James. Let me say it again. Matt Williams is the best 15, 17-footer guy we got. Okay, so the situation is what it is at the end of the game. But and we were the spacing wasn't great. Okay, but we wanted the last shot. James made a great drive. Okay, they closed out. Matt one dribble pull up, and he can make that shot. He's gonna make that shot a lot. Great job, Matt. So, okay, standout player of the game for me. When you hit that kind of shot to win a championship, it's a horn song out, and everybody storms the court, and you got your dog power right there. It's a terrific feeling. So, congratulations to Matt. Matt, would you rebound more? Please. Mom, Dad, talk to him about rebounding. Okay. Cyrus, sensational. 18 points. 6 for 10, very efficient. 6 for 10 from the field. 6 for 9 from the three-point line. Okay. 18 points. 1 rebound. You think we worked on rebounding today in practice. Okay. Jay Crosby, also 18 points. 6 for 10 from the field. 5 for 8 from the three-point line. Okay. 1 for 2 from the 2. Okay. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Pretty good, Jay. We need 4 or 5 rebounds. We need to charge. Crosley, Mr. Latrina, Mr. Curtis, get him on the phone, talk to him. And McGriff said you got to take charges, okay? We got a few calls about him, okay, with the scene with Jay Crosley. Okay, because of the transfer portal in college, his recruitment is going to be late. It's going to be like that with all the guys, these seniors that don't have committed. Don't worry, keep putting it on tape. Jay Crosley, take some charges, show you can guard, put it on tape. So we can say, hey, we got another guy. Now we got all these guys from Bartow. They proven they could play in college. Okay, KJ Parker, I'm going to take a little bit of credit for him. I know he went to Winter Haven and Kathleen, but he was at Bartow 2 years. Had 21 points the other night at UMass. Hey. So Jay Crosby is one of those guys. He can play. Okay, last guy, James Rattery. 13 points. Defense is horrible. Don't talk to him about it. McGriff, you said that about him. I love him. That's why I got to tell the truth. His defense was bad. But he did have 13 points and 9 assists. His defense is going to get better. Why? Because if he don't, he'll be sitting next to Coach Austin. Okay, 13 points, 9 assists. Okay, 9 assists? Okay, pretty good. Good looks, okay? Guys, it's hard to win a championship of any kind, okay? Never been a wins guy, right? Championship guy. We about championships in Bartow. We're the Battle of the Villages champion. We've already got an invite there. Don't know where we're going next year. We also got some calls from tournaments for next year. When you win, and you got a lot of underclassmen, we got 2 seniors, we got some call from tournaments next year. So that ain't none of y'all business, but we're excited about that. We got to keep winning because more come. We got to keep winning. More excited about our preview. This is our final segment. It's the preview week, right? It's a return to normal, repetition, and rivalry week. And this is the City of Lakeland rivalry. We're going to do East Polk County rivalry next week. This is West Polk County. We're kind of South Polk County in Bartow. Okay, back in the trenches, right? Okay, all that high and everybody celebrating and fist pumping, that's great. Okay, but Lakeland's coming on Wednesday to the Hive. They don't care about us winning the Battle of the Villages. They won their own tournament, okay? The rivalry is cantankerous, okay? Hen is in his 7th year in there. They don't like us. We're okay with that. I don't say we don't like them, but we won't like them at 7:30 on Wednesday, okay? Let me give you the series history. 26-11. That's probably why they don't like us. If it was 11-26, they would pat us on the back. If I was 11-26 against somebody, and Hen's been there for most of it, I'd pat him on the back and smile. But they don't like us because we're winning, and we want to keep winning. So we don't apologize for that. 26-11 in my tenure. We have been in the same district since 2010. So Lakeland's been, Kathleen's been in and out of the district. Winter Haven's been in and out of the district. Lake Wells in and out of the district. Some other people. We've had Lakeland for 16 straight years, and this gets cantankerous sometimes, right? Oftentimes we met for the championship. I think 3 of the last 4 years, or 4 of the last 5 years, we met at Lakeland for the championship, okay? Hen, 7th season, over 100 wins, 2023 district title. He earned it. We did not give it to him. He earned it. He made the Elite 8 that year. Roe Hardy, Indiana, was his point guard. Pretty good coach. Okay, Hen been an assistant there 10 years, so he's been there for all 16 of these years, and he's tired of us winning. I understand that, Henderson. Okay, I coached Henderson. My brother did really with the 30 years ago, so I know him very well. Lakeland's style of play. They're quick. They're athletic. They play with force. Their quickness is unbelievable. They're athletic. They play with force. Okay, they're not the biggest team, but their quickness negates their size. Right? They're an excellent defensive team. Okay, they rotate to the ball. Okay, they play very hard. I want to give Hen credit. You know, a lot of people criticize Hen. Hen's team play defense, and they're going to be a good defensive team. I don't know why. Some of these other coaches, they don't play. His team play defense, and so you got to guard him. Okay, you've got to be great offensively against what he's doing defensively, and we're working on it, right? They're an excellent rebounding team. They're not big, but they use their quickness. Okay, they're first to the ball. They're first to the floor, okay? And they got a physicality. It's a little bit of football and a little bit of Henderson, right? Physicality, okay? And then offensively, they get to the rim with their quickness. They got guys that can drive the ball, a couple shooters we're going to talk about and stuff like that. Top players for Lakeland. Number 4, Corey Swanson. Yellow Jacket fans, you may know him. He played here last year. We're populating the whole county with transfers. We got guys at Kathleen. We got guys at Lakeland. We got guys at Jenkins. We got a guy at Lake Gibson. We got guys at Fort Meade. We got guys at Lakeland Christian. We got guys at Lake Region. If you want a player, coaches, just send them to Bartow, give us a year, and then we'll send them to you, right? Because we're populating the whole county, okay? Corey Swanson, love his family, love his mom and dad. They had to move. It was nothing personal. He moved to Lakeland. It was staying in Bartow. They moved to Lakeland, and he had to move to Lakeland. We did not want to lose Corey. He's terrific. We taught him too much. He's shooting the ball like he's from Bartow. He's letting that thing go. He hit 3 threes in one game, 2 in another. Yeah, I saw you, Corey. I don't want you to do that on Wednesday. I saw you. Great job. Corey's a great rebounder, okay? He's a great passer. He has a great feel. He's a thumper inside, okay? And he's one of the top couple players. And I mentioned him first because of that. He had a great tournament over there in Selfna Christian. Next top player, Armani Morris. We're going to call him Money, Cash Money. He's a freshman. He is ferocious. He is a competitor. He'll drive it to the rim either way, relentlessly. Can shoot the 3 a little bit, okay? Good defender, plays with speed. Okay, one of the better freshmen in not just the county, but the state, but in the state, Money. And okay, the next guy, Tyson McElney. I may be mispronouncing his last name. I'm just gonna call him Tyson. Tyson, number 2, point guard, quick as a cat, lefty, good shooter, can get to the rim, engine to the team. Number 20, that played there last year, Lil Man. They call him Lil Man. He's Lil Man, but he played big. Okay, and so they got a great team. I told somebody watching them I went and watched them. They played Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The rankings came out last year. Y'all got no care about rankings, right? The rankings came out last Thursday. Lakeland was ranked 260th in the state in max preps, and they were in 12th in the region. And I texted my buddy and I said, Lakeland's a playoff team. He said, oh man, they took us. I said, I don't care what the rankings say. These eyes tell me they're a playoff team. Rankings for max preps come out today. Lakeland went from 260 to 124. In the region, they went from 12th to 5th. These eyes, I don't care what the rankings say. Expert eyes with basketball, high school basketball in the state. They're a playoff team. They were not last year. Hen's got a great team. We're looking forward to it. We got a whiteout because we knew they were going to be a great team. Okay, what do we have to do to beat Lakeland? We have to run. Lakeland wants to run. We have to be better at running. You know we're going to have to defensive rebound to run. We talked about it, okay? Number 2, don't allow their quickness to affect their offense. Man, their quickness turns teams over. Why they win the 3 games over there, their quickness turns teams over. We got to play off 2. We got to use fakes. We got to play at the rim. We got to use physicality against their quickness. Okay, we got some quickness too now. But their quickness defensively shows up in our turnovers. We've been playing Lakeland 16 straight years. And they've turned us over some because of their quickness. And when we've got it together, it's because we did not turn it over against their quickness, okay? So they're trying to speed your mind up. We can't speed our mind up, okay? Last thing, okay, don't allow their quickness to affect us on defense, okay? They want to get quickness and get to the rim and stuff like that. We can't let them paint points. We can't let Lakeland beat us with paint points and offensive rebounds with their quickness. We can't do it. Okay, 3 keys to the game, okay? Lakeland, Wednesday, January 7th. At the High, it's a whiteout. I think it's going to be swole. Okay, we've been advertising it for a week. It's like, McGriff, you've been advertising it for a week, whiteout. But don't you come there, don't you come to that game not dressed in white. We even talked to the Haines City kid that plays for Lakeland, Fielder. His mom was at the game. I said, ma'am, come in white. She going to come in white. So Lakeland people, you can come in dressed in white out too. It don't matter to us. It'll be a great game. It's a Polk County game, a public school game, old school game. I love it. Y'all know I'm from Lakeland, so I love. And I'm a Kathleen guy, so I don't want to lose to Lakeland in nothing. 7:30 on Wednesday in the Hive whiteout. Our last game of the week, our other rival, our other City of Lakeland rivalry, at Kathleen. Okay, we were supposed to play Kathleen at home this year, but we did not. It was Kenny's first year. Well, we wanted to give him the home game to kind of give us. I shouldn't have done that because their team is getting better. We should have played them in Bartow. But we also want to schedule balance because we're playing Lakeland at home, and we don't want to play Lakeland and Kathleen at home the same year and have to go back to them next year. So we want to schedule balance, okay? Going to be a fun environment. Always a fun environment when we go to Kathleen. It's going to be more of a fun environment because Kathleen is better, okay? Why are they better? Okay, Kenny Davis, first year there, 2 years at Jenkins. Okay, he won 15 games at Jenkins. He turned that chicken crap into chicken soup at Jenkins. And they got a little bit more chicken at Kathleen. Okay, so they ain't bad. Don't let the record fool you. Okay, they're 6-4, 6-5, but they're getting better, and they're not going to sneak up on the Yellow Jackets. We're going to be ready to play. Why? It's a rivalry game. Okay, it's a return to normal, repetition in practice. It's a route. It's important to us. It's important to me. I don't want to lose to Kathleen. Okay, what's our series history versus Kathleen? 35-23 in my 23 season. 35. We started out 0-16 versus them. 0-16. 35-23. We played them more than anybody. Why? Sometimes we played them 4 times a year. Back then in the day, we played them 2 in the regular season, district game, playoff game. Okay, we played them more than anybody in my tenure. Okay, you guys know it's my alma mater. Not on Friday night, I want to stomp their butt, and they want to stomp my butt, okay? Kenny's family, also Lakeland Fire, did a great job there, yeah, and it's got more talent than Kathleen, okay? Style of play. Kathleen is physical, defensively, quickness, just like Lakeland. They want to run, okay? They want to go downhill on offense, okay? They want to use physicality to do so, okay? They will defensive pressure, okay? They want you to settle for jump shots. Kathleen wants you to, we can't be an outside team like we did against Westlake. We can't just settle for jump shots. Kathleen is what they want, okay? They'll take charges, okay? They're very physical, top players. Number 1, Jay Sean Frederick, outstanding sophomore, having a great season, averaging 19 points and 4 rebounds, really, really athletic, attacks the rim well, finishes in traffic, okay? Taking 3 points. He's a tough cover. We're going to have to guard him. Only a sophomore, okay? Kid I love, he killed us last year. He just hammered us. Rashard Kelly, number 3. Shout out to his dad, okay, and his mom, and his brother. I saw his brother over there at Big Kelly over at that in Tampa, averaging 14 points a game. His quickness just gave us nightmares this year. We'll see if we're better defensively on Friday night. Nice pull-up game. Lefty, shoots the ball. Okay. Number 21, Mason Keys. Also, great active on the boards, finisher at the rim, stuff like that. I want to shout out 2 kids. Why? We're populating the whole county. Okay. 2 kids. Lawrence C.J. Silas, transferred from Bartow. Okay. He did not start the year with him, transferred in the first week of practice, second week of practice. He's played about 7 games for him. Okay. C.J.'s fearless. We love C.J. He's family. I coached his dad, okay, his mom, his grandparents, the Silases, grew up with in the same church as my daddy for years, so they family to me. Not Friday though, okay. CJ's fearless, solid shooter. He's gonna be aggressive on offense, and he's gonna be fired up to show that, you know, I transferred and I'm gonna beat y'all butt. Great, okay. Other guy who has not played yet, but we know he's gonna be ready on Friday, Josiah Red Battle. in Kathleen. He transferred right at Christmas break. I think he transferred to Thursday or Friday before Christmas break. So he was ineligible to play in the one game that they had in the summer because you got to wait 5 or 6 days before you play. Guess when the 5 or 6 days is? Friday against Bartow. He makes his, okay, he was at Kathleen, transferred to Bartow, played 2 football seasons here, one basketball season back. Red will probably be their best or second best player. Okay, he does all the intangibles. He can run point guard for him. He can take pressure off of Kelly. You know, he can get to the rim just like Jay Sean. Virgil, he's a rebounder. Okay, he's an elite defender. You know, he plays with heart, and we coached him for a year. We know him very well. Kathleen's a playoff team with him. Okay, I think Kathleen's a playoff team. I think he changes the game once he gets up. So you talk about old school. I love when the public schools are good. No disrespect to Victory and Santa Fe because they're excellent teams. Both those teams going to the Final Four. But I come from public school, and I like the public schools to kind of be good. Okay, Lakeland, Kathleen, Auburndale, Winter Haven being good means we have to be better. Okay, and along with Victory and Santa Fe and Lake Wales and all this stuff. So Kathleen is great. What does it have to do to beat Kathleen? The psychological advantage, you know, guys, I've talked about this. People kind of say, well, Kathleen's got the advantage, right? Okay, Bartow's flying high. Okay, Kathleen's getting red back. They're playing at home. Okay, Kathleen's not afraid of us. They don't care about no 14-1. You think Red Battle, you think they care about 14-1? They ain't scared of us. You think they ain't scared of Bartow? Great. That's what we want. We don't want nobody. We want Kathleen to play their best. Okay, we're looking for them to play their best. Okay, this is a rivalry game, right? And so we understand that. So we cannot let their record, I think because Red's there, I think because CJ's there, I think because our kids respect Jay Sean and Kelly, we're going to be ready to play. Okay. If not, they're going to sit by me. Okay. Okay, what with interior paint touches? Kathleen tries to keep you out of the paint. We can't let them. We got to be patient. We got to get that ball to the paint. And Kenny Cotton's got to be great. And Dylan off their cutting and offensive rebound. Drives to the rim. James and Kobe got to be great getting to the paint. Throw it inside. Okay, Derwin's got to face up. Not force it. Now, we'll take inside-out shots now. We love threes, right? But we got to be interior paint touches. Okay, so 2 keys to beat Kathleen. What's this week about? Return to normal. School starting back. Repetition in practice, in film, in the weight room, in the classroom, in our lives. It's rivalry week. The city of Lakeland, in the trenches. In the trenches. Okay, in the trenches. Happy New Year to everybody. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube, okay? We're also live on Facebook. You guys get the double dip. Facebook Live and YouTube, okay? Have a great week. We'll see you on Wednesday. Wear white.
All right, because we in the trenches.